about how do we change things in our mind, those movies that play in our mind, those mind cinemas, to better our lives. First of all, I just hope everyone had a good week. And if you listen to my video from last week, we talked about intuitiveness. If you were able to put some of those ideas or concepts or meditations together and affect your life in a positive way, then I'm happy for you and happy that happened. Anyway, this music song that you're just hearing playing right now, original composition entitled Baby Love, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you stay tuned in weeks to come or sooner, I will offer a link on where you can download Baby Love, and for your listening enjoyment, for your meditation enjoyment, or for whatever you choose to do. And so we'll get started right away. Today's topic, I would like to introduce concepts about positive attitude. And exactly what is a positive attitude? Well, you know, there's been many books, so many topic writers, authors who talk about, positive mental attitude. So this is nothing new to anyone, I'm sure. But exactly what is a positive attitude? Well, let's just say this. A positive attitude is just a thought that will generate positive energy in your mind and to come out in the manifestation of just feeling better or having a better outlook. I will say this, positive attitude has nothing to do with necessarily an emotion. Give you an example. Question, can one be depressed and still have a positive attitude? Well, I think we can look at it and say that yes, you can still have a positive attitude and still be depressed. However, it is the positive attitude that will help overcome that depression or that change of thought. Because what we have to realize is that if we want to change how we feel, whether it be depression, joy, sadness, it will start with the mental thought first. And then from that point, if we create some different type of scenarios in our mind, no matter what it could be, then that will help us lead to feeling better. Now I will say this, obviously, okay, let's take for example, the pandemic that's going on right now. All right, if one is worried, thinking about the pandemic, if of COVID-19, I'm referring to, of course, can one still be positive? If someone contracted, unfortunately, the disease, and can one still be positive? Well, certainly, if you're sick, you are not going to feel your best. Certainly, it is not very promoting of a healthy attitude, spirit-wise, if you feel that you're sick, because you may be worried about a myriad of things, of course. However, no matter what one's condition is in life, if you will go within the mind, because it starts there, going within the mind to see your scenarios being different, seeing that, yes, you can overcome this, and see it, and have the faith enough to believe it, and see what happens. Now, of course, what happens when something tragic happens? Can we always have a positive attitude? Maybe not. However, it is the positive attitude that will help us to recover or to get past whatever has happened to us. I will give you an example of this. When I lost both of my parents in 2009, thinking about positive attitude, meditating, and all these things was the furthest thing from my mind, of course. But what allowed Because I will tell you, for anyone who has lost someone, a loved one, um, it is a devastating experience, of course. And you can't wish it away, those feelings, by having a positive attitude. No. But what a positive attitude will do and can do for you and do for all of us, and I speak personally, is that it can get you back on the road to recovery or to becoming whole again, despite what you may have been through. Because the whole idea of the positive attitude is not to prevent something from happening, obviously. It's not to avoid what is happening, but what it is supposed to do by having this positive attitude is to move you forward past what you may have went through. And so that's pretty much it. I won't go into this any further regarding positive attitude because I think enough books, enough research has been done regarding positive mental attitudes. And I'm sure a lot of people know or have their own techniques of how they deal with getting a positive attitude, no matter what that is. For some people, it's working out, jogging, running, the gym, whatever you may choose to do to elevate your positive attitude. So if you will, I would just like to go into a short meditation regarding the positive attitude. And let's just close our eyes if you choose, or you can leave your eyes open if you choose to. But I want to start with saying, let's do this affirmation to help us to change what our mind cinemas are. And let's change them from a negative to a positive, knowing that we can do this under our own thought and will and desire. So if you will, please follow me with this affirmation. My mind is connected to the source of my feelings, emotions, and I take control of those feelings and those emotions by changing my mind cinema, my thoughts, to something that will uplift me. This uplifting can be anything that I've experienced in the past as a joyful scenario or as something that was a happy time in life, and I will revisit that. I also want to say that in this affirmation, we go deep within the universal mind, and we now eliminate any negative scenarios in our minds and replace them with just a desire to think about our lives better. Next affirmation, I accept no matter what my current condition is in my life, I will accept it with a positive attitude. Next, changing the negative attitudes in my mind is possible and it's under my control. So the bottom line is here. Sometimes people get it wrong, is that we want to feel better first before we can meditate or do all these things. And it's actually the other way around. We start with the mind and the mind cinema, and we feel better as we change our mental thoughts, thus creating a positive attitude. And in closing, just remember, positive attitude has nothing to do with emotions of whether you feel depressed or anything like that, because you can still have a positive attitude. You can still be depressed about something, but you can have a positive attitude in your mind cinema that you will overcome this depression, that you will overcome this, even if it's a feeling of loneliness, despair, disappointment, it can be overcome. And it all starts with you, your mindset, and connecting to your universal mind. And on that note, I'd like to thank you again, all my fans, for joining me in another series. And I wish you wealth, happiness, prosperity, peace of mind, all the things that you aspire to do. And those things can be yours just from your positive attitude. Thank you. Namaste.